Alright, this is Bungendore Park up on Admiral Road, up behind Armadale. It is a lovely Saturday. It's supposed to be raining, but at the moment it hasn't rained all day. So I'm going to go for a short walk and use this GoPro camera and see how good it is. As you can see, there's a car park there, bit of a car park down there, and the lovely little entrance here. Normally the gate's closed, however a police car just came out of there, so yeah, not sure what's going on in here. They didn't stop and tell me to go away or anything, but anyway. I'll do the short walk today. It's only, I think it's about 1.7 kilometers, which is not far, down in there. As I said, normally the gate's closed, you can't get in here. It's got lots of kangaroos, all sorts of stuff, and some really nice walk trails. The one I'm going to do today, only a short one. It's pretty easy, it's quite flat too, so it's not a problem. On the right is the school, Southern Hills, I think. Christian College. On the left, lots of bushland. Anyway, we'll walk up to the main sign, show you where the tracks start, and go from there. As you can see, coming into the first set of tracks, they're all quite well named, nice big signs. That's the school over there. Big information board here and a boot cleaning station, so if you are going in and out of the park you should clean your boots. These walks are named, they're also colour coded so you can follow the markers, and you can't really get lost. Well, you shouldn't really get lost. I think you saw that same map on the front gate there. The one I'm going to walk around is just the little one. It goes from there, out, down, and back. That's 1.7 k's, called Cockatoo Loop, or Cockatoo Circuit. It's really, just don't know what the weather's going to do, so I don't really want to do a larger one. Alright. Yeah, it has a little bit of information down the bottom. And the other ones. Obviously you can pause the video and have a read, and also a sign about the cockatoos that we have up here. So if you want to read that, just pause the video and have a read. We do have red-tailed cockatoos around our house. They love the red gums, chew on the honky nuts. Anyway, on we go. As you can see, the arrows on the post there, we're going to follow the black one. So yeah, unless someone's pulled the posts out, you really can't get lost in here. Alright, up the track. Nothing else around. Alright, I'll catch up with you down the track. The track corner here, yeah, Cockatoo Circuit, we go straight ahead. The longer circuits turn right just here, head out around the park. Honeyeater Hike, the yellow one, I believe that goes out along the top of the ridge line, or the escarpment that looks over the coastal plains, so you can get a view out towards the coast. And it is a management track. There's another station a bit further down there that tells you a bit more, and I think it's got a boot cleaning station down there too. Can you see it? Probably not. Anyway, we're going this way. And yeah, the clouds have going to get me wet, I reckon. Hasn't rained all day. Nothing on the radar. Nothing on the satellite pictures for now. And as soon as I start bushwalking, it starts to rain on me. That's pretty typical, I guess, but never mind. At least I don't have to wear a muzzle, and I can breathe freely and not have that stupid face mask over my face out in the bush. Alright, onwards. The next track junction, I think we turn left. Alright, next corner. Oh look, little sign in the forest, Albany Highway, 2k's that way. Admiral Road 1.1, so we've only got 600 metres to go. Okay, that's a quick walk. Bungendore Park Management Committee Conservation Zone, so there's obviously dieback or something in that area, and they don't want people in there. Follow the track marker here. If you're out in the bush and you don't have any markers and you take a track and you want to make sure you're if you get lost you can retrace your route, down on the ground as you can see, just put a big mark on the ground and the T, so you can see where you're going. Or you could put some sticks on the edge here, or a little arrow. There you go. That way, if you do decide that you think you might be lost, you can come back to this point. It's a known point, and from here you can go backwards down the track and follow it back to your car or to wherever you started. That way you don't get lost in the bush. But we're going to go down this track a little bit further down here, and then we go through the bush on a little foot track. It does have a couple of little information boards on that track there, so we'll go and read those and see what they're all about. As you can see with the dead trees here, that is a dieback zone in there, and we've walked through it, so when we come up to the next corner there'll be a boot cleaning station. The idea of these is when you come in or out of a dieback zone, clean your boots and it will try and stop the spread of the spores that produce the fungus. There you go, cleaning station. It's got boot scrubbers, and if you put your toe underneath the piece at the end and squeeze that bulb, you should get a wet sole of the sole of your foot. So, up on here, don't know whether you can see that. Probably not the right boots to go walking in, but now you put your foot on there and squeeze the bottom. There you go. Give them a good scrape. And your shoes are now clean. And I would recommend everybody does it. That way we can try and keep these patches of dieback from growing. You can tell with the forest too. The undergrowth down through there. I'll go back. See, there's not much there, and it's it's not green. I mean it's green, but it's a light coloured green. It's not a healthy dark green. Got flaming parrot bush. Yeah, when you walk through those areas, it just doesn't look like nice, happy, healthy forest, because that dieback, that fungus, is killing things. And then when you get into the healthy zones, like up here a bit, see how it's a lot deeper green, everything's nice and healthy. It's much healthier, much nicer. There's a lot of difference in the good forest and the bad forest. We'll be going up here a little bit, chucking a left and walking through a nice little patch of forest in a minute. Anyway, okay, that's our track down there. The main track continues straight on. What is it, Spoonbill Stroll. That continues along. It sort of goes around a block, so it's like a city block, I guess, where you can go out, around, and then come back. And this is sort of like a little shortcut that cuts off the corner of the square. So yeah, from here probably only about 500 meters and we're back in the car. Not a very long walk, good fun. And I think I might just dodge this rain if we're lucky. Now on this little section of the walk, there are these little information panels which are kind of nice to have. There you go. Obviously pause the video and you'll be able to have a bit of a read of that. And that's talking about these banksias here. And that one there. The bull banksias. They're not flowering at the moment. You can see the old nuts in there, but nothing flowering. Gives a bit of information about the bull banksias. Ouch, prickly bits. And further down there should be some more boards. Good little walk. And I'm puffing. You can see the forest through this little patch here. There's no dieback in this section. Well, I mean, if you look at the trees, yeah, you can see there's dieback in the trees, but it hasn't really got a hold yet and made everything just dry out. Another boot station just up ahead. Same deal again. Go wash your feet in here, scrub them, and we'll try and keep the dieback out of the area. Alright, we're going to head off down that way. I haven't seen this sign before. Again, yeah, freeze frame, hold it to whatever you've got to do, have a read. It's really quite thick in here. Except it's all this parrot bush horrible stuff. Really lovely leaves. They've got little hooks on them that grab you as you go past. Not very nice. There were some other signs along here that looks like they've been ripped out. Or information panels. I haven't done this for well, probably over 12 months. Just thought I'd get out and have a play with this camera and see what it's going to be like. I'm sure there was another sign up here. There was another boot cleaning station. That's 3 on the one track. You can hear the cockatoos. Probably won't be able to zoom in with this little camera on a cockatoo though. These little trees are called Guangdong Trees. Common name for them is snotty gobble. They put out little fruits. There's quite a few of them through there actually. Little patch. Put out little fruits that you can eat when they ripen. If you're quick enough, because the birds love them too. So you sit there watching the fruit start to ripen. When you come back to go and pick them, they're usually gone. They do make Guangdong jam out of them. Out of the fruits. Really interesting little tree. Very rough bark on it too. Have a look. Very it's almost like a paper bark where it just sort of sheds sheets of bark. The one next to it, this one here, is a red gum, which is not actually a gum tree. Well, it is a gum tree, but it's not a eucalyptus tree. And it has this red sap that comes out of it, rough bark. There are spiders and things that live on this bark too that are very good camouflage. There's your bullbanks here. And those ones with a long stringy bark are the jarrah trees. And they are a gum tree or a eucalyptus tree. Big burl up the top. What else have we got in here? I suppose I better clean my boots. Anyway, alright, we'll clean boots and head on. I can hear the cockatoos. In fact, I can hear some young ones too. Hear little shrieks. Don't know if you can hear that or not. I don't know if I can zoom very well with this little GoPro. These lookouts up there. I don't know if I can get in. Hang on, I'll try something. No, it doesn't look like you can zoom in with this camera, and as soon as I stood here, their sentry or lookout was on top of this branch up here. He saw me, made a couple of shrieks, and everyone flew off. They were red-tailed black cockatoos. I think I might head back to the car. That's closing in on me, but that's alright. I'm only about 400 metres from the car by now. It does look like an old 4-wheel drive track, and it probably was. They've had bushfires through here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was an old line that I've cut so the fire tenders can get through. Let it overgrow and then used it as a foot track. Nice Xanthoria. Or grass tree. Used to be called black boys. You can live off these. If you're really in a survival situation, you will probably find widgety grubs and things in the bark on the trunk. Plenty of ticks in them usually. And the fresh green little spikes that come out of the top, you can crack them out of the top of the plant, boil them up, and they become very soft, a bit like spaghetti. So then you can drop your widgety grubs in there and you've got spaghetti and meatballs. Alright. Yeah, the old signs, the old information boards seem to have been taken out, which is a pity. Never mind, we'll keep walking. Okay, just a few metres beyond that, when I was saying, oh, we haven't got any information boards anymore. Here they are. Black Gov Wallaby. It's got little black paws, nice bushy tail, and sort of looks like he's got a mask on his nose. It looks quite good though. Pretty cute little kangaroo or wallaby. On the other side of the track there's one as well. The bronze wings. I had a couple of these nesting in our driveway in a little tree. Anyway, I don't know what all those pink strips are around the trees. Can't imagine them logging this place, but seems a bit strange. There's another boot station over there, and that's for the main track that we're about to enter. We'll chuck a left on the main track and head back to the start. Alright, that little track down there is what we came out of. It just crosses over. There's a big loop this track does, sort of like a city block, so we've cut a corner back up to the start up here. And obviously at the start we'll turn right and head back to the car. Alright, that didn't take very long at all, but I was walking pretty fast because I'm watching this weather closing in, thinking, yeah, I'm going to get wet. So I walked pretty fast. Alright, 1.7 kilometres, very easy. Nice little walk through the forest, and a few little information boards for you. If you're careful and quiet through the bush, as you're walking along you may find things or see kangaroos, wallabies, all the cockatoos, all the fun things. And they've even got little signs here. So I'm now going to walk into a dieback infected area. And in fact, if you have a look at the forest down there compared to what we've just walked through, see how it's quite dry and nothing's really growing well in there? It's not as dark green or lush as it should be. Alright, let's get back to the car. Now there's the start of the walking tracks there, that information panel, and we've just come down from this road here. We went up that road there, and we're going to go down that road to the car park. Car park's actually about 400 metres down that road. There you go, sign with all the vegetation in the middle. Okay, so in effect we've done a 1.7 kilometre loop plus an 800 walk to get there and back, which isn't too bad. And the tracks, yeah, they're very easy. Alright, be interesting to see what this is like on the big screen, whether it's going to capture my voice nicely and be nicely stabilised. The old videos I used to do, I did with a iPhone 6 and held it in my hand and tried to keep it as stable as possible. So having the little GoPro 8, hoping that it's going to be give us much better videos, much better quality, not so bumpy and shaky and horrible. There's more of those pink tapes around everywhere. Not sure what's going on there. I can't be aiming to make a fire break down there when you've got a massive track like this. Might have to ask someone. Alright, that's it for the walk. Back to the car, back home, and I'll stick it on the computer and see what we're like. If it's good, I'll post it on the YouTube channel. There's a kookaburra up there too, watching me walk past. There he goes. Oh, he's going to follow me down there. Follow me from the front. Can you see him? Just flew off. Alright, if it's any good, I'll put it up and I'll take down the old one that I did with the iPhone 6 and start replacing the walks with better video. Alright, catch you around, and yeah, come out here and enjoy the walk.